What's good, everybody? It's your boy,
Money.
Today, we are here to discuss Blond Blazer versus Adam Eve. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Oh, Money, don't you realize that Adam Eve just manipulates Blond Blazer's atoms and crushes her?
Oh, but Money. Adam Eve versus Blond Blazer is totally one-sided.
Boy, that cannot be so much further from the truth than it already is. Alas, I have to educate my uneducated viewers on the underrated power of Blond Blazer and Dispatch characters in general, and why Adam Eve versus Blond Blazer isn't fair at all. No doubt, I've got some facts planned out for y'all in this video, so let's get straight to it. Blond Blazer, whose real name is Mandy, is a main character in the game Dispatch. She serves as the idealistic superpowered branch leader of the superhero Dispatch network and is your direct boss in the game. Previously, she was an active superhero known for her courage. Additionally, as y'all can see from this clip right here, she is one of the primary romance options for the character Robert. Let's go over the fundamentals of Blond Blazer's power. She can fire energy blasts from her hands. Kind of like Starlight, but what do you know? Blond Blazer actually gets shit done. She's durable enough to withstand supersonic flight, so that's a speed feat right there. We'll put her at supersonic speeds for now, as she was able to fly and dodge through multiple rounds of gunfire without aim dodging. By flying at these speeds, Blond Blazer is exerting 4 million to 400 million joules of force, with the low end being wall level and the high end being small building level. We'll put Blond Blazer's AP and durability as small building level for now. More feats that support her at least being wall level are her being able to harm Shroud's spider armor, which Shroud was capable of blasting Phenomenon all the way to the top of the troposphere. Throwing somebody all the way to the top of the troposphere would require 8,200,000 joules of force. Phenomenon flies at supersonic plus speed, and what do you know? You need to be exerting 16 million joules of force, which is small building level. Blond Blazer is only a little slower than Phenomenon, so she should probably scale to this too. Invisigal can dodge electricity, which was calculated to be high hypersonic plus. The feat itself was around Mach 65, and you need to be exerting 10 billion joules of force. This is a city level feat, and I think we can properly chain scale Blond Blazer to this because Blond Blazer reacts and evades Shroud's attacks, which gave Invisigal a hard time. So far, we have Blond Blazer at high hypersonic plus speed and city levels of AP and durability. Anywho, let's talk about how strong she is compared to some other characters. As y'all may know, she has balanced stats of 8, 8, 7, 6, 7. 6, 7? Alright, anyways. These are her actual stats. More specifically, combat 8, mobility 8, vigor 7, charisma 6, and intellect 7. Now look at the press Phenomenon stats. Because of Tyler's Phenomenon versus Omni-Man video, it should be known by now that Phenomenon said that he could absorb the sun's power and destroy the planet. What makes this statement truly impressive is that he can withstand the power of the literal sun. This should make him star level bare minimum. But wait, what's the point of mentioning this, you ask? This was a depressed Phenomenon saying this, and we know by now that Blond Blazer should at least scale to the depressed Phenomenon, including the stats I showed before. Essentially, those stats I showed were significant evidence of that. The press Phenomenon is still widely considered to be the top dog of the verse though. Remember Trackstar? Trackstar is capable of running at the speed of light. Pretty badass, right? Well, even with that being said, he's still weaker than a depressed Phenomenon. A depressed Phenomenon would be very much capable of taking a punch from Trackstar at the speed of light, as Phenomenon confidently implies that here. He also states that Blond Blazer is at his level of power. Now, let's get to the actual scaling. When you move at the speed of light, you're exerting 8 quintillion joules of force, effectively meaning your large mountain level. Since Blond Blazer should scale to everything I mentioned, to cap off Blond Blazer's portion of the video, we have effectively achieved Blond Blazer in terms of AP and durability, ranging from city level to large island level. Her speed should be supersonic to high hypersonic plus. Let's get into Adam Eve's chain scaling. Something funny I saw happen in the Invincible variant era of TikTok was them power scaling the variants. It was all shits and giggles until I saw somebody genuinely being deadass and say Omnimark was the strongest Invincible variant for slamming Adam Eve onto the fucking ground. Looking at all those TikToks for the first time was so funny because Adam Eve is a normal human being. I'm shedding genuine tears for anyone who thinks Miss Adam, I do nothing but block and defend the entire fight. Eve is the slightest of the meaning of the word powerful with her limiter on. I'd put base Adam Eve at athlete level with subsonic speed. She can transport passengers at a speed of 130 miles per hour while flying. Next, let's talk about her paper-thin armor that Conquest snatched off her body. The armor she used against Conquest gave him damage to the equivalent of a paper cut that you'd barely notice on your finger. All she was able to do with this power was fend off a holding back Conquest, who literally felt sorry for how weak she was. Sure, she got a couple of hits in, but dude, Conquest is basically Battle Beast, where he holds back against weaker opponents to have a good fight with them. Blond Blazer is absolutely tackling Adam Eve onto the ground and doing her like how ignorant black teens do each other in high school. Now let's talk about the meat of the bone, which is her without her mental blockage. Adam Eve was so powerful in this state that she essentially one-shot Conquest, negating his durability even. Conquest should be equal to Omni-Man, the same Omni-Man who is capable of sitting at the edge of a black hole, meaning he's exerting 3 quintillion joules of force resisting it. This is, in fact, a mountain level feat using Versus Battle Wiki. Chain scaling, this would mean that Adam Eve is also island level as she chain scales off of this. Omni-Man was able to leave the Milky Way galaxy in a week, so this is a multiple times faster than light plus speed feat for Omni-Man, which would chain scale off of Adam Eve because she blitzed Conquest, who is equal to Omni-Man as I stated before. Adam Eve is multiple times faster than light plus. Adam Eve would be outputting 6 septillion joules of force with her blasts. So the nuclear scaling is consistent. Man, it sure is looking bad for your girl Adam Eve, ain't it? Only being carried by speed? It must suck. Guess what though? Adam Eve can have star level scaling. As we all know about the infamous Sun Disk feat, you know what? Fuck it. You could give Adam Eve the Sun Disk feat if she chain scales off of Omni-Man. But the thing about that is, Omni-Man got stronger throughout the series, so I don't think that we could put Adam Eve on the level of Omni-Man. Omni-Man is so much stronger than Conquest now. But you know what? Screw it. Let's say this whole durability thing doesn't matter because of the way Adam Eve's powers work. You know what? Fuck it. You must have thought I was done, huh? Invincible literally has villains like Omnipotus, who was able to destroy his universe. He fought Mark and Dinosaurus, and Dinosaurus was ultimately able to chop his head off with ease. Chain scaling for the 50th time like Bleach fans do, this would place Adam Eve at universal levels of AP and durability. But this is a very generous and very, very high-end scale for Adam Eve, because think about it. If this guy was able to destroy the universe in 1 second, because that's how, you know, you get your destructive capacity feats. You have to like destroy a universe in 1 second or instantly. If this guy was able to do that, then how does he get beat by Dinosaurus? Universal Invincible makes no sense. So, you know what? We're just gonna place Adam Eve at like island level, I'm sorry. And you know what? Screw it. In her actual form, she can have like multiple times faster than light plus speed, it doesn't matter. Let's get into the actual fight, shall we? Honestly, I have Blond Blazer in this fight because without Adam Eve activating her Mary Sue ability, nigga, Blond Blazer is putting the pause on her. Also, Blond Blazer can just bypass Adam Eve's Mary Sue ability by crushing her legs and hands instead, making Adam Eve unable to move. Adam Eve's Mary Sue ability makes her island level and multiple times faster than light plus. So I guess if you came here for that speed tiering nonsense where you think any fast character could be any slower type of character, then sure, Adam Eve just gets behind her and blasts her. the end. But in an actual fight where Adam Eve's base is normal human level, I got Blond Blazer any day of the week. Our winner for today's versus battle discussion is Blond Blazer. Have a good day, y'all.